Hey, there we go. It looks like we are live once more. So, we'll see how this goes. Um, all looks right. It looks like we're streaming. Though it looks very, very blurry. Yeah, let's see. Let's try. This all. All right, let's get a move on, and we'll see what happens here. Okay. It's YouTube. Super blurry, isn't it? Alright, let's try changing that bit rate. And then gonna Oh, okay. There we go. That looks alright. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with that for a while. We'll tinker with this another time, but this all seems on the up and up. Okay. Alright, Johnson. Good job, buddy. Let's get to... Let's see if... Alright, alright.
Remember how I taught you hold-ups and all-out attacks? I'll teach you their practical use now. There's another use for hold-ups, besides simply defeating enemies. Shadows are beings born from people's hearts, so naturally they can talk, too. In other words, you can communicate with them. Get it? If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items since they don't want to die. In fact, talking has a better chance of scoring something great, as opposed to just offing them. Well then, let's do the first step. Knock all the enemies down and do a hold-up. They're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker! For real?
Alright.
Well, something along those lines. Now let it be money or items. Just cough it up. Sorry. Oh, wait, what? This isn't how I was planning this to go. Anyway, it can't be helped if that's the case. Time for you to go to hell. For real? Sorry, but we're in a hurry.
Weird.
What the? Cool. I am thou, thou art I. What was that just now? What happened?
For real?
Alright, well, we got a pixie mask. Hey, Johnson. Takes out the cat litter, man. Hey, buddy.
Calm down.
I think he may have lost a toy, is the problem.
You're mine.
in the Shadow's appearance and powers as a persona?
I'm not. There.
Holy...
Dude.
What did you say?
All right.
All right, let's deal with the issue real quick with the toy that has fallen. 1 second. Alright. I think we are okay. We'll see. Okay. Alright, can't go that way. Always seems clear.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike. I don't know their weakness.
Okay.
Everything.
Let's try one of these. That does not do nothing. Let's try one of these. Uh, I should have taken that guy out.
I don't see a weak spot.
Okay, so we haven't tried that. Okay.
Never mind.
One more. Nice work, team.
Hey.
Okay.
What's up, Travis? Yeah, I did have a very good Christmas. How about yourself? Hey. Hey, Johnson, come here. I think there is a strong chance that the dog has tried to eat cat poo. Hey, buddy. Tell ya. Alright.
See a weak spot. I don't see a weak spot. I don't think you have any skills that'll hit its weakness.
Ravage them.
The enemy still got
Johnson.
Give it all you've got.
Good ear, man. I am,
2 foes left. Let's do this.
It's a fucking dog. Yeah, Okay, so electric is no bueno.
Don't let your guard down.
Persona! You're mine.
This is it. Only one more. Let's go.
Persona! That's what you get.
One enemy remaining. This is the last one.
Yeah, the dog is sniffing around, just getting it up to no good is what the dog is doing right now.
Yeah, we beat him. Let's move on.
I think he has discovered the joys of the litter box.
Hey, look.
But yeah, man.
Earlier.
Christmas was good. I hung out with my brother and his family.
Lord Sakamoto said.
Princess?
Huh?
Princess!
So had a good time there. The lady is still recovering from the COVID, but she is doing better and better all the time.
Aren't there even more shadows here than before?
And
This far's been a real pain in my ass.
what are you doing, Jay?
It's all because you guys provoked Yamoshida.
Johnson. No, sir. Yeah. All right, come on up. Say hi to everybody. Hey there, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh, I think you've got poop breath. All right, hop down. Good boy. Except for the litter thing.
Still,
Anyways, how are we supposed to steal that treasure thing?
don't be so hasty. First, we'll need to secure an infiltration route.
What?
A path to the treasure's location. But honestly, I think we'll need a little more manpower in order to accomplish this.
All right. He is laying down finally, which is good.
Hey, you say you don't have your memories and all, but somehow you still know about that kind of stuff? Do you think this thing's really got amnesia?
I believe in Mona
At least yours.
because I believe in you. Yeah, he's a really good dog.
Moron?
He is
Big. But what if
certainly like settling in. We're going on 3 weeks
That can't be.
that I've had him, so he's starting to get comfortable. Yesterday, no, Saturday. Days are going quick. When I was gone to my brother's for Christmas Day, I had to crate him,
doesn't matter now. We must take it back to King Yamoshida.
and so
This princess that
he ended up just like Conaning his way out of the cage because I initially thought, well, it's because he doesn't have any water in the cage, you know, and he wasn't in the crate that long, you know, like I wasn't abusing the dog or nothing.
are mysterious, but Morgana's got a
But anyway, remember, we're using code names, Ryuji. So he Conans his way out of the crate and bends the shit out of the bottom of it, so I've like have to put it all back together again. And so then the next day, yesterday, I went to see the Spider-Man And the reason he had Conan his way out of the cage, taking a step back, I think it's because I put a bowl of water in the crate with him, and he spilled some, and he didn't want to be wet, and he didn't want to lay in a wet puddle, and so he basically and I didn't lock the crate super tight. It was kind of a half-ass attempt on my part, to be fair. And so yesterday, I keep the water away, and ended up ordering as a result of the next part of this story. So I put the water and food are kind of beside his crate, and so he managed to spill that by, I assume, reaching through the crate to try to drag it close. And also chewed up the liner on the crate, which was plastic and kind of rubber. And so I ended up, let's heal up. So I ended up having to clean all of that stuff up. And see if I can ambush this guy. Yeah, so I just chewed the shit out of it. I mean, it was it was absolutely nuts.
Looks like hitting its weak point isn't an option.
All right, let's see.
Use wind to hit its weak point.
Let's try electric too. Eh. So, anywho, after like chewing up half of the crate liner and all that, I ended up having to order like a metal liner for the crate.
That was so easy, I'm yawning.
And also grabbed some food and water bowls that will fix to the sides of the crate so that he can't spill it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, all right, let's do... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right, Travis. I think the problem is separation anxiety, because I'm here most of the time and he's still settling in and that kind of thing, and he follows me everywhere. So yeah, I do feel like the issue is that when I'm gone for an extended period of time, and I can crate him for 30-40 minutes and he's fine, but more than that and he starts to get a little antsy. So but like, he likes the crate. All right, I'm just gonna have to go after him this way. Let's... Hey, right on. I got a jack-o'-lantern mask out of him. But yeah, I'm hoping that the bowls on the, like, having a little food and water while he's crated will chill him out a little bit. So we'll see how it goes.
Check out this new skill.
But yeah, so you know that's really the biggest problem I have with him. That and just being fucking exhausted. Because I've been, you know, like, we go on ginormous walks. And, okay. So, fair enough. And just dragging my fat ass for, you know, 3-4 miles a day to make sure that he's getting in plenty of exercise and that kind of thing. I got, I mean, it's been good for me. I'm glad I'm doing it. But there are certainly evenings where I'm just like, son of a shit. How was the Spider-Man movie? Okay, well, tell me what you thought of the Matrix movie.
Seriously, I'm gonna call the cops.
So, this is the intruder.
I thought... Alright, let me preface this by saying Spider-Man is...
Who's that? More importantly, what is this place?
Spider-Man's probably my favorite comic character. And I've seen all of the movies, even though I do not think the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 are all that good. But I'm still an apologist a little bit for Spider-Man 3. I think that's better than, you know, people gave it credit for. I don't think it's great, but I think it's better than people gave it credit for. And so No Way Home is, and I will spoil nothing about it, but it definitely hits all the notes that you want as a fan of that character. And it's really emotional. Like, I rolled a tear a couple of times in the movie, and I really adored it. And, you know, it's incredibly manipulative. It's one of those movies that if I were not a Spider-Man fan, I would be like, well, this is just the most fan servicey bullshit. But I really liked it. I really liked the No Way Home. It was, and the other thing is, I saw it in 40X, which was violent.
Tell me off. What do you think of that?
Talking back is like totally unforgivable.
In that case, she should be executed. Now then, how should I play with you? Shall I tear you into little pieces?
Are you kidding me?
Yamoshida is a real asshole. Okay, so yeah, this is really effed up.
Is that what he thinks of the girls on the volleyball team?
Hey, that's
Yeah, I would agree with that. I thought that everything you're saying about Matrix. Hey, get your face out of there. Yeah, I thought that it was really interesting. Yeah, the fact that it's like a high budget fan film is not a terrible way to describe the Matrix. I thought it was really good. Well, not really good. I thought it was good. I thought it was really interesting. I don't think that it resolves itself as well as I would like. Hey, Johnson. Psst.
I forget that chick's name, but it's
Yeah, get your head out of the... but I agree. I think it is the second best Matrix movie.
You were so reluctant to throw yourself onto me that I had her take your place.
By the way, you missed earlier that Takamaki's friend Shiho jumped off the roof of the high school because Kamoshida was asking her to come to his office, and there was an implication that maybe he tried to assault her or assaulted her. And then she just couldn't take it anymore, so she tried to commit suicide. She is now in a coma in the hospital.
Take one more step and I'll kill her on the spot.
Damn it!
Just sit back and enjoy the dismantlement show.
No, don't!
But yeah, I thought Matrix was good. Of the
What are we gonna do?
I thought of the two movies I saw this weekend, or of the two, new releases I saw, No Way Home was kind of my jam.
Is this my punishment?
But I enjoyed Matrix well enough. Like I saw some people saying like, well, this is just the worst, the worst movie, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, that's, like, I think that if you went into it just wanting them to do another Matrix movie, it's a little disappointing. Johnson? Hey, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm good. I think the moral of the story is I'm gonna have to put that litter box behind the pet gate.
Huh?
Lay down.
You're right. Letting this piece of
And I think if you just wanted them to do another Matrix movie, like the fact that it references Warner Brothers and stuff like that, I think like that's the part of it I really liked.
What was I thinking?
I liked what they did with the Morpheus character too. I thought the Agent Smith change was fun. I thought the
Shut up.
I thought the what did they call him? Not the architect, the analyst. I thought that was fun, although I didn't really like the effect, the time dilation effect. But I like the fact that they, uh-oh. Takamaki is about to get her persona. But I felt like it was a movie that acknowledged like how do you make another movie that was as revolutionary as The Matrix, and you can't. And so you just end up making this story about sort of fate versus fate versus free will and that kind of thing. And that stuff, like, I think the first half is more interesting than the second half for me personally. But I get it. Holy shit. Her persona is this, like, Queen of Hearts smoking a blunt? Alright. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris. In fact, Duncan and I are going to be talking about Gone Girl pretty soon.
Stole everything from Shiho.
And
Now it's your turn. I will rob you of everything.
I like this fight music. And Neil Patrick Harris, also great in Gone Girl, if you haven't seen that. I highly recommend Gone Girl if you haven't seen it.
I've had enough of you.
Also a movie that I think the first half is better than the second half, but it's pretty good. Look at this demon just taking a shit. See, this is why I enjoy Persona. Because the monster here is just a demon on the turlet.
That dirtbag just sees women as sexual outlets. Don't make me laugh with that love bullshit. Come on, Carmen. Let's give 'em hell.
Okay. Let's try... Yeah. We're gonna do an all-out attack here. So he's kind of resistant to everything. Except, I wonder if I can...
That won't work right now.
Alright, let's just do another all-out attack. Yeah, I agree with you. If Matrix Resurrections had been hour 50 and tightened up a little bit, I think that I would have also enjoyed it a lot more. I wonder... Alright, let's heal him up. And then... Alright, just heal everybody up here. Get everybody in fighting shape. And then we'll do that. We'll do another all-out attack. Yeah, right. With the time dilation stuff, I think the idea was that, right, like, sort of the reverse of bullet time, where, where, like, the analyst could basically make the other characters, like, get stuck in that bullet time while he could move freely, and using the bullet time against them, sort of thing. And alright, now he's in the crate with his stuffed animals. This bodes well. Yeah, the Gone Girl is good. Like I said, I think the end of it is kind of the weakest part, which is unfortunate, but it's really good. Like, if you don't know, especially if you don't know the turns of Gone Girl, it's a super fun watch. It's like and I think it's, if you're a Hulu subscriber, it is free on Hulu, or, you know, if you pay for a subscription on Hulu, but even if it's worth the $4 or $5 to rent it if you've never seen it, and don't know the story, more importantly, and I will tell you nothing more. It's not super twisty, I don't mean that, but it's clever. And when did I become a fetish model?
Well, I'm stumped. A search party will be coming for us soon. There's no time to explain. We don't have a choice. Let's retreat for now.
We were just getting fired up and you had to go and get in the way. Fine. Here, give me your arm. You take the other side.
Okay, yeah, if you've got Hulu, for sure, you should absolutely check out Gone Girl. It's a super fun movie. And you know, it's David Fincher. It looks great. It sounds great. Um, you know, I like. If nothing else, when I'm watching a David Fincher movie, then I know, hey, I'm in for a movie that at least looks good.
Morgana, right? I really am talking to a cat. This feels so strange. Oh, sorry. You're not a cat, right?
It's only natural that you're confused. Demanding that you understand all of this.
So I'm very excited though because I did finish all my prep work for the week.
Honestly, I still can't believe what happened.
So all the shows for Dark Parade are now officially in the can and scheduled and ready to post.
With it, you'll be able to fight in that other world.
And so tomorrow I'm doing that Gone Girl episode with Duncan, and then I'll be doing a Pick 6 episode this week and recording the first Dark Parade of January. And this next month is going to be really fun. I watched, the first movie we're talking about is Lose, which I watched again today.
Going all in on this plan is the only choice we got.
And I don't know if you've ever seen Lose. Lose is an extremely surreal German film about a demon. And
Nothing happened.
it's incredibly artsy fartsy, but I love it.
I'll never forgive him.
Wait, did you just say, let me help? You mean you want us to take you along?
Don't act like I'm going to drag you down. Weren't you watching? I can fight too.
Hey, what should we do?
Yeah, I like being the positive guy.
You are lacking in manpower after all. Don't worry. I'll protect her.
Even if you said no, I'd just go in alone.
Ah, right, she can go by herself. I guess it'd be more dangerous turning her down. Fine.
Erg.
Then it's decided. Well, I hope we get along.
Oh yeah. The new Dune movie. I dug it. I was disappointed when it ended, just because it ended at the place where I'm like, oh, he's about to become, the Quinset Shadrach.
Not just for Shiho's sake.
I like the David Lynch Dune a whole lot.
People say
I've seen the assembly cut deal,
I'll do whatever it takes.
and I just adore it. I think that like his version is really weird and surreal, but I love it. I thought that the Villeneuve version of Dune was much more of a straightforward movie, but it was also like really elegant and well told and all of that stuff. So I really liked it.
I don't know if dangerous as your group could have been pulled off with orthodox methods. It wouldn't be odd if you had someone that was proficient in deceiving the eyes of others. If you're listening, then answer me.
Mm.
Am thou? Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the
All right.
I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
All right.
All right.
Know when you're heading.
Baton Pass.
Wait, we don't have each other's info.
I assume that is going to be.
Alrighty.
Like, once you down somebody, you can pass it off to one of the other members of the party to do their persona skill. Anyway, we'll see. You say not nearly enough David Lynch in the new one, and I mean, you're right, because it's not crazy David Lynch shit, but it's still like some of the designs and stuff still feel like Lynch inspired. But I really dug it. Like, I'm looking forward to the point when I can watch both parts 1 and 2 together and really get the full Dune experience, if you will.
She cares about her friends, and she's beautiful to boot. What a girl. She's captured my heart.
Dude,
Right, this cat has an unhealthy
together quick from now on.
fixation with Anne Takamaki.
Hideout where we could discuss these things.
A hideout, huh? I like the sound of that.
The school rooftop would work. It seems like nobody goes up there. For the time being, that will make the perfect hideout
Yeah, Dune would have been a great HBO series, although
inside a palace, so I'll stay in this
I hear Station 11 is pretty good, which maybe isn't Dune related, but
I'm personally nominating you. You should feel honored.
This is all you. There's no way I can at my place. Well, we now have our hideout, so let's meet there tomorrow.
So yeah, I agree with you, but also I'm kind of down for like Villeneuve doing his. I think he said he wants to do 3 movies, which would be like the first 2 films and then Emperor of Dune. So that all seems cool. And then hey, what's up, punk rock lady?
Thanks for coming.
You and me, punk rock doctor.
Time to head home.
Hey man, I didn't tell you could bring a cat into this place. But then again, I think in Japan, cats are welcome most places, from what or at least cat cafes. It would lead me to believe that.
Is this some kind of abandoned house?
Hey, are you? I was wondering why I heard meowing. What did you bring it here for? Nowhere, huh?
Like, Sojiro is
Animals are a no-go.
like, you know, the crusty dude who's secretly soft-hearted.
Pet to take care of. Fine. But keep it quiet when we're open for business. And don't let it run.
I have not read all of the Dune books. I have tried to do the audiobooks, and I think I may give that a whirl again because of all the walks I've been taking Johnson on. Like, I'm getting in a couple hours worth of audiobooks a day,
For someone who keeps you cramped, that'd
which I just speaking of, just finished Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, which is the book that Jason Schreier, the guy who was editor-in-chief at Kotaku for a long time, wrote about the development of like a half dozen different games, including Diablo 3 and Destiny and Witcher 3 and Star Wars 1313, which was really interesting.
Make sure you wash that dish. By the way, have you decided on a name?
So if you have any interest in the kind of behind the scenes on video games, Blood, Sweat, and Pixels is a really good read. And so I read that, and I started on The Martian, which I am getting deep into. And then, but I may go for Dune after The Martian. The Martian is a movie I always liked, and I hadn't read the book, and so I picked that up on Audible as well. And it has been
Me before about what I am. To be honest, I don't remember anything about my
and The Martian's really entertaining. Like it's a very fun listen.
memories and my true form.
It's got a real good sense of humor, even though it is the story.
It has to be. I mean, why else would a cat be able to talk like this? There's no other possible.
You know, as far as being a book about a dude who is stuck on Mars trying to save his own life, it's a lot of fun. In fact, there's a really good sort of writing joke where
And I have a pretty good idea on how to do it too. That's why I was in the castle in the first place.
there's kind of a breakaway. Most of the book The Martian is epistolary, I believe is the phrase for it, where it's a series of logs written by the main character as he's describing his efforts to stay alive. But there are, you know, sort of third person omniscient passages in it, and one of those third person passages is like when they first discover, like, holy shit, this guy's alive. And, you know, we need to think about how do we try to rescue him? Are we going to have time to try to rescue him? Because if the earliest anybody can get there is like 400 days from now. And the joke is somebody saying, what must that be like to be all alone on Mars with no idea that anyone knows you're alive? What would that do to your psychology? What would be going through your head? And it cuts to the log, and it is the main character who has been keeping himself occupied by watching the entire run of Three's Company on a USB drive, writing a log about how pissed off he is about Chrissy being replaced on the show. And anyway, it's a good gag. The whole book is pretty witty and fun, but it also gets deep into the science of it, and I'm kind of a nerd for that stuff. So, yeah, for sure. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, really good. Also, The Martian, if you've only ever seen the movie, I find the book is also quite good and different enough that that I'm enjoying it on its own merits. And then after that, I'll probably jump back into Dune, because I've tried a couple of times. And just it is very, or at least the opening of it felt very dry, and it was really interesting, but it just never caught me completely. And also it doesn't help that I was like listening to it when I was going to bed and stuff. And so I think, you know, doing Dune in a situation where I'm like taking these like hour plus walks every day, I think might actually be a better setting for something like that. And I just don't, I feel bad because I just don't sit down and read anymore. Like, I'm doing a lot of audiobooks, but I am not doing a lot of just like sitting down with a book and reading the book.
It shall become the wings of rebellion, breaketh thy chains of captivity.
Dune is a slog. Yeah, that's how it felt, but like I'm interested in all of it. And I like the politics of it and all that stuff I find really interesting. I just don't know that it's like compelling as a read. All right, great.
I'll let lecture you about the infiltration tools over time.
Okay.
By the way, the power you used in the palace was seriously amazing. The stronger that power gets, the more reliable it'll be as a trump card.
The last, and I have been listening to a lot of audiobooks. The last one I did prior to Blood, Sweat, and Pixels was
Personas are the strengths born from
The Exorcist, which I'd always meant to read, and it turns out the movie and book are super close. So if you have seen the movie, I don't know that there's necessarily a reason
you become acquainted with capable people. You might learn very
that you should read the book, other than if you ever felt like you ought to read The Exorcist once in your life, because it's not long.
great things from you. Don't let me down, okay?
But I really enjoyed it. Exorcist was good. Oh, and Dopesick was the other thing. Speaking of Hulu, you should watch the show Dopesick on Hulu. And I did the audiobook of that as well, which is just depressing as shit. You know, like, it's valuable. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I saw the show. You know, audiobooks, and you're probably better off, quite frankly, if you can sit down and read a book, that is probably the way to do it.
Wow.
Uh, let's see if I can. All right, fair enough.
Well then.
I find audiobooks to be really convenient, and I enjoy it. But yeah, the Kindle app is the way to go. Like, I've got a Kindle, and it's so rare that, like, as soon as I lay down in bed, I throw on a podcast or something and I crash. So yeah, I wish I had a little more discipline to actually, like,
That's cool.
am I gonna die? Yeah, I wish I were reading more on the Kindle, or just honest to goodness paper books. You know, I enjoy it, but the audiobooks are so incredibly convenient for me. Whether it's doing the walks or on commutes or whatever, I really have grown to appreciate it.
No.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna get quizzed again? Ow! Got hit in the fucking head by this guy. Yeah, like when I was on the walk today, I didn't listen to an audiobook. I listened to the new Hello, This is the Doom Show, which is a show that I never miss on Legion Podcasts. I know that I'm technically the editor-in-chief of Legion Podcasts, but Hello, This is the Doom Show is one I never miss.
Now then.
Hey,
Okay. Let's go. I've got a good idea.
All right. Where would the clinic be? Oh, that's our joint. Okay. The grocery store. Junk shop. Bar and dining. All right. Keep an eye out for a suspicious clinic. Supermarket. All right. Well. Okay. Oh, there we go. Legion After Dark, by the way. Um, will be back beginning of the year, by all accounts. I think Legion After Dark there will be new episodes soon, and what's up, Jay? Uh,
head to the exam room.
Hey, Johnson. Here, buddy.
Really? Hmm.
Let's do. Well, let's just.
What does this mean? Really?
I'm no trouble at all. Buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Shotcat, man, I so wish I had time to do a video game podcast, and it really kind of doing this stuff is my version of that.
That's fine, I guess.
Just because I don't really have time to like organize and edit a show and all that fun stuff. And let's see, we got 5,000 yen. Let's get some
You want that one?
some of that.
Here you go.
And then do we have one that will? Oh yeah, we definitely want something that will revive. And then, ow, buddy. Let's get one of those.
Here you go.
And one of those. And I think that's it.
Take care.
Oh no. I like someone saying, I'm just a quack. But yeah, so, you know, I want to kind of, like, playing this, normally speaking, I kind of have time to do some gaming after, it does seem sketchy. Kind of after Brandy's gone to bed. Like, even though we don't, you know, we don't live together or nothing, but, you know, I'm usually watching a movie or something while in the early evening. But I kind of, you know, again, have been getting a little more ahead, and so it's like, I'm gonna take an hour or so an evening when time allows, and and just do some gaming. And I'm going to try to play this to completion, but we'll see how it goes. If I give up, and I'll just switch to another game at some point. Yeah, the Count of Mountain Dew and a cake mix is good shit. I believe that was a Dolan special.
Okay.
I should write something.
All right. So let's do some saving. And that is probably going to wrap it up. Got in a quality couple hours. But yeah, man, thanks for hanging out. We'll be doing some more of it. What's tomorrow? Let me look at the schedule tomorrow. Likely I will be doing this tomorrow as well. Yeah. So I'll definitely be doing some streaming tomorrow evening as well. So, you know, if you're around, swing by, say hi. I'll be doing some more of this then. In the meantime, have a great night. Again, thanks so much for hanging out. And I'm going to take the dog out so he doesn't eat any more cat poop or pee on anything important. So, anyway, talk to you soon, buddy. Let me know what you think of Gone Girl. And we'll follow up then. All right, later, guys.